My dad used to say but yeah, all my life he would say, we don't own this land, God, it's God's land, it's just our turn to take care of it.
The legacy of these ranches is really something that's special to us, that you pass it forward. You don't cause the next generation to have to buy the ranch again and again and again. And that comes with its own special challenges, but they're manageable. We've kind of, by force of nature and economics, we adopted a philosophy of a very low-cost cow herd, but at the same time really started pushing harder at being better at growing grass, having grass, not being out of grass. That was all precipitated by the drought of 97 to 03, and 03 was the peak of that. So given that challenge, we took the opportunity to say, let's change what we've been doing. It's not working, it's costing a lot of money to feed and cake and put all these inputs into cows with very, very little return on the other end. And we went the other way. And so we've tried to share that with soil conservation districts, with committee meetings at CCA. We've hosted seminars here to talk about these cows are made to graze this, they know how to do it, we just need to get out of their way. But our job is provide everything they need on the natural resource side of it. We enjoy sharing it. We hope it helps for people that are trying to figure out a way to get their costs down, get their cows to be more efficient and more functional on what you have here without so many added inputs that cost so much money. We've worked with NRCS on our EQIP contract on developing grazing management plans. Those were the very first plans that we kind of put down on paper and had something that was more than just in our head what we wanted to do, and began to then go to schools, whether it was the Center for Holistic Resource Management or Dave Pratt or the local soil conservation district or up to Colorado State University, but go and hear what's happening with those researchers, what they're finding, what's making a difference in resource management, genetics in cattle. Throughout the business side of it, we've found the need to work with Colorado Open Lands to help us complete our easement project that helped us refinance the ranch, that ultimately made it possible for Brady and Aaron to come here, but it put the ranch on a more sustainable platform. We're more resilient to drought, we're more resilient to market changes, because we're just in a better financial situation. Well, right now it's a dynamic landscape. And when I say dynamic, I mean it's fully functioning. All systems are at what you might call optimum or in good health anyway. And you take the cattle, which is the largest herbivore and the most conscientious grazer across here, if you take that out, it changes every system in here. We're seeing superior, right in this area, we're seeing gramias, we're seeing some side oats grama, sand drop seeds that are high level grasses for this type of terrain that we're in. Were it not regenerated by grazing, you'd start to see them come to a point where they can't continue, and then you get lessers. You get invaders in. That becomes weeds or annuals instead of perennials. So they play almost the most important role in this range, in this large area, and I mean the shortgrass prairie ecosystem as well as the tallgrass prairie ecosystem. The herbivore is essential to keeping all systems functioning normal. But there's a sense of pride when you're in a family-run business and you get to prepare that next generation to become successful, but encourage them at the same time. Don't get stuck in what we're doing. It's working today, but in 10 years, we're going to be doing something different. Technology is going to move us forward. Science and information, physiology is going to move us forward. But being able to pass this thing forward is really important, and it's one of our proudest possibilities that's coming forward. We think it's going to happen, but we don't know. It's totally up to them. We'll see what the next generation wants to do. I think our biggest challenge is getting the message out, what really takes place on farms and ranches, that people do really care for their animals. What we really do here is we take a renewable resource that humans can't eat this grass. There's no way we can feed starving people off of this grass that's here, but we can run cattle across it. So we upcycle non-edible product with cattle that becomes a high quality, high nutritional product in beef. And that message is the one we want to try to get out. I think we're going to work hard in our industry over the next decade to really send that message out, that what they do is, number one, high amount of welfare for their cattle. Number two, it's economically important to the region that they're in because there are no other alternatives to using this land for. And then third is, we're doing it in an environmentally sustainable way. We're here year after year after year after year doing it. We must be doing it right or we'd be out of grass.